This is a kindergarten Mission 6 overview for Zearn. If you're using Eureka materials, it's the Module 6 overview. This is a medium priority module. Frankly, it looks like kind of an add-on, just extra module for if you get time. I don't think it would be damaging at all if you didn't get to these things. The central focus is analyzing, composing, and comparing shapes. So basically working with the shapes you've already been working on. Hopefully you've had shapes laying around the room or hanging in pictures on the wall that you've discussed with kids. And if you get the time, you could advance the thinking here and having them compose shapes and compare the shapes, having conversations about those. Maybe you could involve the art program and have them do some drawings with shapes or something like that. These physical hands-on where they're drawing, constructing shapes. If you haven't done that yet, now would be a good time, because actually physically drawing them adds two components of kinesthetic and also a visual. And a visual long-term memory is very strong, so combining the two would most likely lead to long-term retention of all the shapes that are part of your kindergarten standards, both 2- and 3-dimensional. 3-dimensional shapes I don't expect kindergartners to be able to draw, but the 2 they could draw. 3-dimensional they probably should just be able to recognize. With real models would be ideal. Progression is building and drawing flat and solid shapes. So there you go with the drawing shapes, which I already recommended. Looks like they're built into the lessons. And then composing and decomposing shapes. Point here is that if the lessons seem kind of dry and boring and drab and unexciting, that you could break out here and do some fun activities on your own, because a lot of this is above and beyond your standards. Since it's a medium priority and a bit above and beyond, you should spend a lot of time continuing to work on mastering kindergarten standards, kindergarten foundational standards, which some of them are listed here. New one is breaking down teen numbers into 1, 10, and some ones, so maybe some additional, definitely some additional practice on that would be beneficial in this mission. There's no foundational goal. I think you've covered everything that a kindergartner needs moving forward in all prior missions. What doesn't go away are the same things, so you're really just looking at the list of your kindergarten foundational standards here for the most part, minus a few, minus the recognition of shapes. And so it's all the things we really already talked about. Hopefully students are fluent with all of these by now, and this just gives you an opportunity to extend practice. If you have students who are struggling with some of them still, then take this opportunity to try to individualize and differentiate a little bit with some of those kids and spend a little more time working on developing those aspects more conceptually with you. And then release the other kids to just work on activities or something during that time.